position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns, long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. The ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Johnson looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On target to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Might be looking to run. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Pick your poison, right? When he gets outside the pocket, man, what do? Do I play the pass and stay back deep? Or do I come up and try to make a tackle? I'm not going to give up a big play and give up an easy pass, so it's just easy pickings for this quarterback because of his athleticism.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pulls it in. It's Odom. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Going to run it. It's Haynes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Things looking really good for this offense on their first drive of the game. They've been able to get it done a lot of ways. An explosive play there in the running game. Great vision. He's able to break out, and he sets his offense up in 1st and goal.
And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They'll go with the quick touch pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Making side adjustments here. The give to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if I'm the running back, I'm really like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Comes the Michigan offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Johnson wants to throw it. Still looking, on the move. Finding an escape route. Gets the first himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get 1st downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
From the gun, running back gets the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. The end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The give to the tailback. Made a defender miss. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. He leaves it with his back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Got it behind the line, it's Baxter. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They dial up on second, and a long way to go. Handoff to the lone back. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Michigan.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Texas offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good, talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Wingo. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Punt is on its way. And the returner will be knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Johnson looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They believe in a large 4-down territory, and they go for it on 4th and short from the 47. A run for the quarterback. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Johnson wants to throw it. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on 2nd down. unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoid. Penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Could we get the trainers over to the coach right now? He's got his punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Baxter. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, looking for a man. Hit as he throws. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play, momentum shift for the defense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Down 2 possessions. possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Quickly complete. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down for this offense. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception. You turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. On the run, it's Haynes. And runs through another one. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Off the play fake on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to blow up. Nice job on first down stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Johnson looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackled there by the defense.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He's looking to throw. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 28 over Ball State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Sending the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Line getting set on 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them. and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Winston. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Baxter. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to pass, it's Manning. It's on target and complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Longhorn! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can... Get your way out and go get you a touchdown. That's a great drive by the offense.
Ready to try the point after. And he bounces it through, knocking it off the right upright for the point after. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it in the middle. It's crease corner. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second down coming up. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. He's looking downfield to throw. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake in fumbling in the first place.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Wants to throw. It's Manning. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Turning it on! All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Find some fresh air. Wide open spaces. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Morgan. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. Rides the back on the option to give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
On fourth down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll go with a direct snap. Still on his feet at the 35. There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And that's a hard thing to do as a receiver, but because you want to catch the football, you want to get upfield and make more yards, but sometimes you got to realize, I just got to toe tap that thing. I just got to get one in, get the completion. That was a missed opportunity right there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Caught in the backfield, it's Watson. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Longhorns are on the move.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Line is set on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Sends it back in motion. Johnson looking to throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Got the first down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead. You've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Texas offense back on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense has a chance. Down 1 possession in the 4th. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Manning. The short hands. It's Baxter. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Holding on the offense. Accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the 4th. He's looking to pass. With the catch, it's Wingo. Oh, he's got some space. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Buys a little time. Still running at the 40. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He might want another play. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a two-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's explode those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, two-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Johnson looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Well, he did a good job to get the foot down in bounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary and just a toe tap and get 1 yard. We've got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers the football closer to the middle of the field.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's got the back in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Dropping back, it's Manning. He wants a big play here late. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade in the end zone, and the PI will move it closer. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
3:25.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And he holds it into the end zone for the touchdown. All tied up, and now the kicker can win it.
How about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part. Bring out the kicker, knock that PAT through the uprights.
A huge point after this for the lead. And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point. Now to see if they can hang on. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. And forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Looking to buy time. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.